All right, everybody, welcome back to the Madhouse. My name is Mingo.
No.
Oh, no shit, huh? Fuck. I mean, welcome back to the Sideshow, everybody. My name is Mingo.
This is Tony.
I'm Steve Ass.
Yeah, I had a little brain fart there, man. I've been in the sun all day.
Been in the sun all day.
Yup. I got up this morning at 7:30 this morning because I heard the guys working in the backyard.
This morning.
And I knew that they were supposed to be putting in the leveling sand because the liner was coming. And then I looked out the door and I saw him clipping in the liner. I was like, oh, shit. Got dressed real quick, came out and said, hey, guys, what's going on? And sat outside watching them put the liner on. And next thing you know, they filled that bad dog and went and told Sebastian, come on, let's go swimming. What, really? Yeah, come on.
So we're
I go
talking
outside and he's got the fucking hose in and it's like 2 inches. Like, I'm fucking going back inside. Call me when it's done.
So everybody knows we're talking about your pool.
Yes, sir. Well, I hope so. I sure hope so.
Well, for some people, we hope not.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
You're welcome to come over.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, dude. So they've been here since early this morning, putting all that all together and whatnot, and we spent like 2.5 hours in the pool.
Oh,
today?
yeah. I got burnt on my shoulders.
My nose is probably red.
Yeah, it looks good. I mean, I'm surprised you were able to get in it because, with the water being so cold. Because fresh water is cold. It takes a while for it to warm up.
Dude, as soon as at 10 o'clock, once it cleared the peak of my house, the sun was right on it by 11 o'clock.
But still, it's a lot of water.
It wasn't cold. It wasn't hot.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was cold still. But
Wait a couple of days. It'll get warm.
yeah.
But initially, like if I ever have to drain a pool in the summertime, I'll tell whomever I'm draining it for, the first 2-3 days, that water's going to be nice and cold. So take advantage
Hell
before it jumps up.
Ooh. Yeah, it was good, dude. It was fun, but it drained me today. I was surprised at how much it drained me to be in that sun like that. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I'm surprised you were able to be out there for that long.
Well, shit, dude. I even pulled my 8 laps, and I did walking back and forth. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I got out of that pool and I sat down. I was like, whew. and then we had a little bit of lunch, and I went into my room, and I'm gonna sit down for a little while, maybe take a little nap. Laid down, dude. I got up. I was like, God damn, my arms were sore and shit. I was like, what's going on? But yeah, tomorrow's gonna be even worse.
So did you do a true 8, like front, back and forth, or you kind of one direction, one?
Oh, I kind of one direction as one. I thought.
So
I was really hoping you were going to lie because I wanted to catch you.
How many did you do?
8.
He
So
did
that's
4.
4.
No, I did
He
8.
did 4 true laps.
Oh, 4 true laps. Well, in my mind, they were true laps because I was pedaling to save my life out that pool. You know what I mean?
So was it as you thought in regards to the length of the pool, and between you pushing off and getting to the other side, it was only going to be like 3 or 4 strokes?
You know what? I tried not to push off. I didn't push off as hard as I normally would, I guess. So I just kind of just enough to get my ass end out of the water as much as I could. And then right now it's fucking doggy paddling because I can't hold my breath long enough to get but 2-3 strokes. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it'll take me a minute to get there.
When's the last time you've been swimming?
And swimming, not just your feet in the pool.
Oh,
I got you, Tony.
high school?
Is that right?
Probably, actually swimming.
No. So, I mean, when the kids were growing up, though, you said you had a pool at your
Dude, he didn't
apartment.
fucking hug us. He's not going to take us to a friend's house.
Yeah, I would want them pissing in a stranger's pool and shit.
I thought I could have sworn you said you had a pool at your apartment complexes.
We did, but we'd get in and just, just a place to chill the balls, really. You get in and relax, hang on to the edge, we'll let the kids play, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I would consider that going swimming.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, in the pool.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we were in the pool there, and we had gone to Anwar and what's her name's house, a friend of their mom's.
Oh, Jill.
Yeah, we had gone swimming there a couple times. That's about it. We had gone to the ocean once. I was like, you're not getting me in that shit.
Yeah.
Nope, I'm not. Nope, not gonna happen. Oh, you want to go surfing? We'll put you in a wetsuit. Yeah, then so I look like a fucking seal. Yeah, no, I'm good.
I got it. I'm supposed to have already, and I still should invest in a wetsuit. And I mean like the full length arm, full length legs.
What, do you surf?
No, because sometimes if I got to get in the pool in the wintertime to fix things,
That would make sense.
because I'm not, dude, water is cold in the wintertime.
And so do you have like the small scuba tank, like just for air, or do you just come up and then go back?
Yeah, just come up and go back down.
How long can you hold your breath for?
It's been a while. I've got a pool that's about 10 to 12 feet deep.
Damn.
It's an old pool in Palm Springs. And I had to mess with the main drains one time.
Do you have a hard time staying at the bottom? Like you want to float back up? Yeah.
You gotta like force yourself down.
Yeah.
And then there were times when, I had to come back up for air. And I swear to God, dude, it was like sometimes I felt like I wasn't going to make it to the top. Like, dude, I'm rushing trying to get up there. And it's like in the movies, when you pop up, you're like, you start, exactly. You breathe
Almost
in all
panic.
kinds of air. Oh. And it sure, you got to go back down.
Jeez.
And what it is like, for example, main drain. It's got 2 screws that's holding it down.
Right.
You got to swim down there. If you're either tightening or loosening, you only get like 1 revolution, and then you got to come back up for air. So it's like go down, turn, give it a quick turn, go back up, down.
I got $1 million idea for you, Tony.
Shit.
We need to figure out how to make a underwater drill.
They already have that.
The cordless drills.
They already have that.
How come I figured that? Not you don't do it enough to invest in one, or you too cheap?
Probably a little bit of both.
Yeah.
I don't do it enough to warrant.
What is it that you normally have to fix on the main drain?
Pretty much just replacing the covers.
Oh, okay.
That might break.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because most pools that they're always like 6 feet, so I stand on my tippy toes on that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, there you go.
And that's why they break.
People like you break them. Thank you.
People
You're welcome.
like you.
Make you money, right?
That is true.
Hey,
That's
you're welcome.
one way of looking at it.
You're very, very welcome.
Job insurance.
Just out of curiosity, I've always wondered. We'll switch subjects real quick. Does your wife get a discount when she mails shit?
No.
She got to pay same rates as everybody else?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And the worst part is if we have to like mail a package or something,
Yeah.
she got to wait in line in the
wow.
front, just like everybody else.
Really? She can't just
Yeah.
sit here, Norm.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And she can't ring herself up, right? Because that's unethical.
Oh, she don't. That's a whole different like department, if you will.
Oh, okay. Holy crap. I was just wondering about that.
Yeah.
I wonder if she gets discounts.
Dude, she don't even bring me stamps when I need them. I got to get them on my own.
Wow.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because again, she don't want to wait in line.
They're like 44 cents. Like, couldn't she just put one in her pocket, like, like a pin, right? Oh, I put those in there. I forgot.
Yeah, no discounts.
No? Wow. Well, that's kind of shitty.
Well, check this out. She still hasn't gotten the whole story. Tuesday, the sheriff was called to her job.
To her job?
Yes, to the post office.
Okay.
Because this was in the lobby. Now, I'll let you see it first before I say what it is. And I don't know what you would call it. I think I know what I would call it, but I still don't know if it's true.
Okay.
Because this is something that, come on, how do you not know that this happened at your work?
All right.
Check it out.
Well, he being all secretive, not even letting me. Oh, get out. Come on.
You see what I'm saying?
How you not going to know that's there?
Okay.
Maybe he wanted to deliver shit.
What is that? What would you call it? An alligator?
I don't know. Yeah, you know
Crocodile?
what? No, a crocodile has a more pointed snout, right?
I don't know.
Crocodile's a more longer pointed snout. That's a little more round. That's an alligator.
But what's an
Thank
alligator
you,
doing?
Discovery Channel.
What's an alligator doing in Palm Desert?
Vacationing, I guess.
Dude, that's
Maybe because there's some people that have
I don't buy it. I think I've seen that picture before.
like if they have pools. Some people keep alligators in their pool. I know a cat in Cat City that does it.
stop.
Yeah,
You know a cat in Cat City that has an alligator?
yeah,
No, you don't.
yeah. I can't tell you his name because I don't. You know what I mean? I don't know the dude's name. I know his son because he's a friend of Milo's.
You know the funny thing is, I'm not. You know what? I have no reason not to believe you, because as much shit as like I said that one time, a dude comes rolling up saying, "Hey man, where's the dentist that lives around here?"
Right?
That's work. I need some dental work. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Dude, when I was in Albuquerque, we got invited out to this party, and we went. And dude, it was like in the middle of nowhere. It was like a fucking compound. And you walk in or you pull up and it's desertscape because it's fucking New Mexico, right?
Right.
So you walk in or you drive in and there's just like a fountain out front, right? And so you got to park around the front of the fountain. But it's not like it's landscaped really pretty or anything. It's desertscape. It's just that there's like some little cactuses. It fucking looks like From Dusk Till Dawn, right? That movie. So we walk into the dude's house, and as soon as you walk in, he's got an enclosed, I guess almost like a pond with glass around it to the ceiling that had an alligator in it. From what I understand, we were partying at a bigwig's house. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And because he had like his own fucking theater room and like, but he came out with, the big boots and belt buckle and shit. Like, you understand what I'm saying now?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we were at the wrong house. That was not a party we should have fucking been at, dude. Like, shit was weird. Like, I was uncomfortable the whole fucking time. I don't even know how the fuck I got there.
Who are you with?
I was with the dude that I did radio with, and I know that he was kind of, anyways, but it was how I ended up there. Like, like sometimes you get to a point in life and you're like, how the fuck did I end up here? Right? It was kind of like that moment, like sitting in the room, like in this theater room and all these kids and fucking half naked chicks, and you're just sitting there and you're like, how the fuck did I get here? I mean, I'm not mad, God. I'm just like, how did I get here? Like, is this really where I'm supposed to be? Like, fuck, dude. Yeah, trip me out just a smidge.
I've been to those kind of parties. Not that, extreme, but it's just one of those things that it doesn't even have to be a party. You could be out to dinner and something goes sideways. And I can't tell you how many times I've just sat there and asked myself, what are you doing here?
Right.
Why are you even here?
Right. What all the cosmos shit that happened to get me to this point? Like, how the fuck did I get here?
What am I doing here? Yeah. I mean, back to I should not believe about, a dude having an alligator. I don't know if I said this before. My first house I bought on my street in the next block up, there was a whorehouse.
Really?
I didn't even know. I didn't know until after I moved out. I had met somebody. This is a decade ago that we were talking. And he lived on the same street as I did, and he was like, "Oh yeah, you live right down the street from the whorehouse." And I was like, "Whorehouse? There's no whorehouse." He's like, "Yeah. Do you remember this house that had like a little back house that you could see from the driveway?" And he kind of said it was like 3 houses up from the corner.
Yeah.
And I said, "Yeah, I do remember that house." He goes, "Yeah, that was where all the hookers were." I was like, I don't believe it.
He said, all this time, all this money I saved, and I could have ran through it all. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, dude, I don't know how people go to whorehouses. Like, fuck around and talk shit about taking him to one or, taking the kids to one or whatever. But like that, you know what I mean? You get nothing for it. Like, whatever. Like, I wouldn't want to pay for it. Why pay for it?
Well, I think when they're more prevalent is because that kind of affection was hard to come by. But I think in this day and age, it's
dime a dozen.
Yeah, because back in our day, we'd have to work for it.
Right.
We'd have to get numbers. We'd have to do dinners. It'd be a while before we can get loving. Now,
you can just get that on an app,
dude. Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy, right?
They don't have to work for it anymore.
It's crazy. And more about, like, I was watching this stupid thing. I know. Plug your ears. I was watching this stupid thing on TikTok. And this mom, like, dude, like our age, maybe a couple years older than us even, right? She was confessing on TikTok. She's like, hey, listen, make sure that you clean out your Google history, right? And she said, just because my daughter borrowed my phone because she was looking something up, and for some reason she went into my Google history and she just put her head down and she says, and she came at me all angry and said, what are you looking at? Why are you trying to find out how much anal sex is bad for you?
Oh.
And I was like, oh no, come on. Right? I'm like, fuck. And you could see the look on the lady's face, just like all the blood drained from her face when she said it. I'm like, holy shit, whore, call me. And she said, I told my daughter it's because I was watching that Locked Up show on inmates, and I know that they're getting butt raped. I was just hoping that they would be okay or whatever. And she said my daughter threw my phone.
I don't know exactly how TikTok works,
Right?
But sometimes when someone sends you a video, like you can watch that video,
Right?
and then like a snippet of another one comes up.
Right.
So a snippet of another one came up, and it was titled "Forget Victoria's Secret, forget girls, forget buying from Victoria's Secret" or something like that. And the video played, and it was this lady. She was wearing like a house dress, like the old school, like your grandmother used to wear.
Right.
And she goes, and she's wearing it. She's like showing it off, modeling it. She goes, ladies, you don't have to go to Victoria's Secret. Just get you one of these. I mean, and it was like I said, your grandmother was wearing it.
Right.
And she said straight up, this was the one that my grandma used to wear. She had 12 kids. So grandpa used to get it in just with this right here. You go to Walmart and pick it up for $4.99.
It's true. It don't matter what you like. It's going to end up on the floor anyways. Like,
yeah.
Why are you shaking your head? No, Sebastian.
Nasty.
It's not. It's true. It's true shit. Okay, so now we're talking about relationship shit, right? So, like, let me ask you this: you've been married almost 25 years. You guys were together 10 years before you got married, right? Something like that. Or is it 25 years together?
No, we've been going on 25 years married.
Okay.
But we started dating when we were like 17.
Okay.
I think I got married when I was 25 or 26.
Okay. So you guys are about 32 years together, somewhere around there.
Like
okay. So in your house, do you have to put the seat down after you pee? Has that been like a demand that was made on you?
No.
Was it a demand when you were living at home with your mother?
No. Because she, living with my mom, she had her own bathroom in the master bedroom. My brother and I shared the guest bathroom, if you will.
Okay.
It's not... I don't want to seem... I don't want to be made fun of.
You're far too late for that.
Are you going to tell me you fucking sit down and pee?
No.
Are we in a safe circle here?
No, the fuck
Yeah,
you're
no,
not.
no, of course
yeah,
you are.
you are. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay, hold on.
You're an adult male.
Hold on. Only at night, when it's pitch black, is when I sit down.
I don't buy it.
Well,
I don't buy it either. I think you sit down all the time now.
No, not all the time. No, I don't need to sit down all the time. Dude, in the middle of the night, you got to go to the bathroom. It's dark. I'm not turning on any lights. I walk to the toilet and I sit down and handle my business and then get up and go back to bed. Why am I going to turn on a light? Why am I going to try and aim, sit down, handle it, go back to bed?
You act like you're a sniper trying to hit something fucking 2 miles away. It's fucking, It's right there in front of you. You put one hand on the wall, lean forward, and just let gravity do the fucking work, bro.
It's easier to sit. But again, you got to turn on the light.
The power went out the other day over here, and I had to pee. I walked right up, and it's right there. Stood up.
But what happens if you miss?
You clean it like
an
adult.
Now, okay, there you go. Now you spend more time.
This is his butter knife
being
thing.
Lazy, yeah.
It's not.
You're putting in extra work to be lazy. It makes no fucking sense.
No, I'm doing less work to be lazy.
No, you're sitting down. It takes more effort.
You walk in.
I'm talking. It takes more effort to turn around and sit down than to get up because you're old. You're 50 now.
You gotta hurt your
Bending
knees.
them knees has to fuck it. Yeah. You're gonna kill yourself sitting down one time.
Because I know the bathroom layout.
That's even more reason to why not to have to sit down. You know the bathroom layout.
Tony was talking. Hold on.
Yeah.
I know the bathroom. Thank you, Sebastian.
Yeah.
I know the bathroom layout. I don't have to turn on any lights. I go. I make that U-turn. Sit down. Boom. Get up. Go right back to bed. I'm not missing the toilet to where I got to clean up. I'm not turning on any lights to now. I've been what's the word I'm looking for?
Oh, you're still in sleep mode, groggy.
Yeah, but you put on a light now.
You're awake.
Yeah,
focused,
you kind of woken up, and now you go back into bed, and you're just sitting there thinking about something. Because again, I think I've told you this before. I literally sometimes will have to think of just a black wall if I wake up at night and do something. Because if I start thinking about something, then half an hour before I go back to bed.
It happened to me last night. I woke up.
Stimulation.
There you go.
Giving me.
I woke up and peed, and I went to go get back in bed, and I thought about something, and my mind started whirling. I turned on the TV, and Basic Instinct was on. I've never seen that movie.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I know about the infamous scene.
Yeah, it's no biggie.
But I never watched the movie.
It's actually a pretty good movie.
Yeah, I watched about 45 minutes of it, and then I said, I'm going back to bed.
For the time, it was a good movie.
Yeah, most definitely.
But can I tell you
And she was hot back then, though.
Oh, yeah.
But go ahead, what?
Not as my wife, but yeah.
Nice.
Dude, I swear to God, this is I've been married 25 years.
Right.
I'm not going to say I've sat down for 25 years, but I will say I've been sitting down for at least 10. At least.
Okay.
Okay, so I don't know when it started, but that's where we're at now.
That's where we're at, 10 years.
I'm not going to lie. This is the honest truth. About a week and a half ago, for some reason, the toilet seat was up. I didn't fall in, but when I felt myself going deeper than I usually do, because I think one of my cheeks hit the bowl, if you will, the side,
right,
and it was colder than the actual plastic
that you sit on
rim. Yeah, so I had to get up real fast, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And the next day, I actually asked my wife, I said, what's going on? Did you put the seat up? And she thinks maybe she had cleaned it that day and maybe just, it is what it is.
Maybe she bought one of them pee cups so she could stand up, didn't want to sit down. maybe she was thinking about going camping with you somewhere, want to try one out.
But yeah.
Okay, but never was it ever, wow, that makes this question kind of hard because...
No, she's never asked to have the seat kept. We've never had that discussion.
Really?
Yeah.
When you lived at mom's house?
Doesn't matter what bathroom. My bathroom, downstairs, upstairs, doesn't matter.
What was the request?
To keep the seat down.
She tried that shit with me.
Well...
I don't know who won. We're not married anymore, so maybe she did. But anyways, here's my point. I don't know about you, but I look before. Well, obviously, you don't because you almost sat in the fucking toilet.
This is only at night. Keep that. Remember that.
Okay. It's hard to look at you. It's hard to look at you right now.
Okay, and if I want to watch a video or something. So
you know what? I'll give you that one if you wanted to watch a video or something.
Okay.
We're gonna leave it that. That's why you sit down, not because you're Mavis. So Why don't you put the seat down? Why don't you fucking look before you sit down? Why do I have to put the seat? There's 3 of us. Only one of you. Why we gotta cater to you? You want all equal shit, right? You want fucking burn your bra and fucking equal pay and all the bullshit. Well, then you could equally look and see if the toilet seat's down. Like,
it's a wonder why you're still saying.
Like you're walking into that room into that direction. Like you oh shit, I gotta put the seat down. Right? I mean, when they go out and they go to a bathroom in public, they squat anyways. They never actually sit on the toilet. Or at least that's what they say.
Well, that's what the paper's for, isn't it?
But women say that they don't sit, they hover.
Okay.
Because it's nasty, and they don't know when the last time it was clean. Nasty. And all that shit. So,
well, it can be. Have you ever used a public restroom?
And they said that women's restrooms are worse than men.
Have you ever gone to have to drop a deuce? And the seat is warm.
I don't do that shit in public.
That's the worst.
Oh yeah, he won't shit in public, bro.
Really?
Nope.
There's times where
he refuse to.
Like he just looks like he's way uncomfortable. Hey, come on, Dad, we gotta go. Oh, okay, just a minute. La la la.
Yeah.
So you never had to do it at work?
I won't.
Wow.
You're gonna fuck up your stomach doing that.
I don't care. I will not do it in a public bathroom.
Don't you guys have your own bathroom at work?
No.
So you have to use the same bathroom as
the fucking pleb customers.
Okay. I understand where you're coming from, but when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Yeah, sometimes there's no.
I can wait. I rarely even went into the bathroom in general at school.
Oh, the toilets in school were awful. But you know what, dude? I had gone. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, that's fine.
So I remember the other day when we went to the Rancho Mirage when Milo was playing basketball.
Yeah. I
had to go use the bathroom at that school. Holy shit, bro. Those bathrooms are freaking immaculate.
That is a nice high school. That new one.
I mean, it's only been open for like half an hour. So really, like, you know what I mean? How bad could the bathrooms be? But it was legit, like, super nice. Like, we had fucking writing on the wall and fucking...
Yeah,
tagging and
Jen is a whore.
You know Jen?
Uh-huh.
When I first moved out here, 3rd grade.
Okay.
I don't remember if there were urinals. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I was going to the bathroom in this round thing that had like a pillar in the center.
Isn't that to wash your hands?
I didn't know
You were
that.
pissing in the sink?
I didn't know that because it was big and round, and then it's got the foot thing. I thought that was to flush, because when you push it down with your foot, that's where the pillar,
the water
comes out. So I'm sitting there taking a leak. I must have done it at least 2 or 3 times before somebody was in the bathroom with me saying, at 3rd grade level, it was the equivalent to, what the fuck are you doing?
What does that sound? What does it sound like in 3rd grade? Oh my God. Tony was peeing in the sink.
So I would think maybe there were just stalls and not urinals. So I thought, okay, well, the stall is for number 2 and this is for number 1. And I mean, I don't remember what I thought where you would wash your hands. I don't know, but yeah, I would at least 2 or 3 times.
That's fucking hilarious.
Like that in New York.
I mean, it makes sense. Like you're thrown into a place where you see shit that you've never seen or is not normal to you. Okay.
I figured it was big and round. Everybody stands around, handles their business in there.
Wow.
Good times.
That's crazy.
So if you were at somebody's house, would you go to the bathroom?
Nope.
Just number 2, though, right?
Yeah.
What about like your aunts and uncles?
No.
Really?
Yeah. It's more out of respect for them.
Oh, you would blow it up.
Oh, bro, when he blows it up, he blows it up.
It's disrespectful.
But you courtesy flush and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like you drop that first one, you flush.
Oh no, no.
He waits till he fills the bowl and then.
Oh no, you can't do that. Then of course you gotta respect the household if you don't bother to do that. You gotta. That first one drops.
I'm not that patient because I've had problems with my stomach before. So
You gotta shit like you're in jail. Every plop, gotta go down, gotta go down, gotta go down.
I
Wow,
don't do it like that.
that's probably why you got problems. Because you always
What?
pulling it in.
Tell it.
Can we talk about it?
Tell it.
So he's had tummy issues since he was a kid, and there's times where he shits a boulder, bro. Like he'll like not go to the bathroom for a couple days, and then all of a sudden it's like, bam,
Yeah,
dropping
right.
a grapefruit. You know what I mean? He can't get it down. You got to wait for me. But I remember one time when he was a kid, he hadn't gone shit for about 4 days, bro. And we were like, fuck, I don't know what to do. Like he fucking massaged his stomach, take his legs and did this shit with his legs. Like, and I learned how to, massage their tummy to help him, roll it out, move it out, whatever. And moving his legs back and forth, just to kind of loosen him up. We were giving him water. We gave him sugar water, trying to whatever, everything, right? Nothing. I was like, fuck, dude. I said, why don't we give him a warm bath? See if maybe that'll help him out. So sure enough, he had this little seat that he would sit in, bro. And that had suction cups. He'd suck it,
Right.
plop it down to the bottom of the tub, fill it with water, and we put him in there. And he wasn't in that tub for 5 fucking minutes, bro. He shit a shit about as long as from my fucking forearm to the tip of my finger, bro. Like he took a fucking man shit at 2. Like it was all his intestine. It wasn't just a small one. It was all his intestine. And his mom went, okay, cool. I'll take him and clean him up. You get that. Like, what the fuck? I gotta pick that shit up. Because now it's soggy and semi.
I think we get it.
Oh,
So do you think that has a plays a part in why you can't go to?
I remember.
Houses?
I remember when I'd go as a kid, it would hurt. So that's why I want to get it all just once. Just once. I don't want to have to wait for it. Just go and then call it. So that's why. I just don't want to disrespect other people's homes like that. Because it's bad.
and I get the homes, but like if that were me, I'd want to shit everywhere I went, like every store I went in, and I'd wash my hands.
It's also
and wait.
probably because I work in a place of customer service, and I don't want to have to do that somewhere, then go to work the next day and have it done to me. So,
I mean, here's the other thing. When I go number 2, even if I'm somewhere that other than home, for whatever reason, dude, I'm there for 10 minutes.
Mhm.
Even if the act was only the first 2 minutes, for whatever reason, I'm just
Waiting.
quiet time, reflecting on the day's events.
right?
Whatever.
What
Dude,
the
I'll be
fuck
sitting
led
there
me
for
here?
a while.
Well,
and again, that's just because nobody's bothering me. It's quiet.
I think you
That's
reach.
another reason is I don't want somebody else to walk in while I'm doing it.
I think you reach a certain level or a certain place in life, and it's like fucking quiet time.
Yeah.
Bloop. You know what I mean? It's your time.
And there is a point to where if people are waiting on you, like you're in a public restroom.
But this begs a question, though. This really begs a question because you're talking about taking a shit and, at home or whatever. And you'll be on the bathroom taking a shit and you expect your kids to come give you a kiss if they're going to leave the house, but you won't pee in the fucking shower. How does that make sense?
Who does that?
You.
What do you mean?
You said that if you were in the bathroom and your kids were leaving the house, because you said even if I'm in the bathroom,
Yeah.
they got to come give me a kiss before they leave the
I'm
house.
talking about part 2 of that statement. What you mean I won't pee in the shower?
Yeah, you said you don't pee in the shower.
I do pee. I never said that.
Yes, you did. You said that you
he
would.
didn't.
No,
You
I said
said-
I don't pee on my old lady in the shower. There's a difference. If I'm
Yeah,
showering,
it doesn't matter if somebody.
Because you're fucking weird. That's why.
Well, that's just like it. That's just
No,
like her
it's not
coming in
just
and
like-
yeah, it's the same thing as her coming in and giving you a kiss while you're on the shitter.
no, man. No.
Peeing on her feet is no. What's the
No.
difference? Yeah, shit.
Another funny story. I have some houses that are so nice that they actually have
A pool house.
bathrooms outside by the pool.
Okay.
That two of them I have an actual key to.
Wow. Nice.
And they're nice enough to, and believe it or not, I was in one of them once, and dude, nobody's there. I mean, these are homes where the people are only here a week out of every 3 months.
Wow.
So I'm in there. Like I said, I've probably been sitting there for about 10, 15 minutes. Dude, all of a sudden I hear somebody with a key about to open the door. And the words that came out of my mouth were, and I don't know why I said it like this, because I didn't know what else to say, but I just yelled out, "Occupied!"
Short, simple, to the point. Bathroom's occupied. Fuck off.
Well, I don't know who was more scared, you or the person putting the key in the
It
door.
was like the cleaning crew, like a maid or
Oh,
something.
okay.
But I was just like, like I said, I was flustered. I was like, "Occupied!"
I can imagine the look on your fucking face. Holy shit. That's hilarious. I don't think I've ever worked anywhere where I had to use somebody's, where I was at a position where I could use somebody's bathroom. Like, you mean like doing deliveries, didn't use anybody's bathroom or anything like that, but I couldn't imagine. Like if you're, dude, like what do you do? Like when you go to work and like say you're having an off day with your stomach?
Drive to the nearest McDonald's, wherever I can. If I think I can make it home,
You'll go home.
go home. Days like that are tough.
Oh, I
Real
bet.
tough.
I couldn't imagine.
There's a certain McDonald's that it's the worst one.
I was gonna say. I thought you were gonna say they let you stop coming in.
Yeah.
No, it's the worst one because the door to actually enter the bathroom,
Yeah.
the stall kind of like faces the door.
Oh,
So whenever somebody opened it, like if you're looking at the crack,
they can see it.
you can see
Wait,
into the lobby.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
which crack are you looking at? The one at the door or a different crack?
The one at the door.
Okay, never mind.
He was talking about ass crack.
Oh. So it was just awkward. That McDonald's is horrible for going in there.
Which one was that one?
Sunrise and Vistachino.
Okay. God damn it! I hadn't heard some of these names of these streets in fucking forever. It's weird. Yeah. So never. I wonder. Like, did you ever leave the seat up on purpose at home, just to see how long it took her to figure it out?
Forget to, because I don't really need to. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you've been sitting down for 10 years
At night.
at night, right?
Yes.
Right. But never at. What about when you're drunk?
So defensive.
No.
No?
It really is just at night because again, I just have it's whatever for whatever reason. If I start thinking about something, if my mind goes somewhere, regardless of what it is,
You're
I'm up for
done.
an hour. So again, I just gotta keep my head down, not put any thoughts in my head. Hurry right back to bed.
Is your neighborhood pretty quiet at night?
For the most part,
Yeah.
yeah.
Cops come to your door a lot? Ever?
Oh,
or
no.
anything?
Whenever there's a party.
A party, but at your house.
Well, if they're coming to my doors because I'm having a party, yeah.
Okay.
My neighbor will have a party, and again, the cops will go knocking at his door. We've got certain neighbors that will complain.
Yeah, the old lady on the corner.
On the other side of them, the racist lady is pretty much one of them.
Yeah.
We used to have a neighbor that he lived on the street behind us.
Okay.
So the house behind me, 3 or 4 houses down, if there was a party, he had this light It was like a spotlight,
Oh shit!
like bright. And what he would do is it was like on a timer, so he could turn it on, and the light would stay on for about 15 minutes. And then at about the 10-minute mark, you could tell it starts to dim.
Okay.
And he would shine it right into our yards.
Trying to tell you to shut up.
Yeah. Dude, there have been times when people wanted to go over there and bang on his door. And I'm like, you're just giving him what he wants. You know.
Don't you use a pellet gun? You take care of that shit right away.
True that, yeah.
You know what I mean? There used to be the guy that... So on the next street over where I grew up, the guy on the corner, you could see his house to the desert right here. That dude used to complain all the time when I had my yellow car. He'd sit there because I'm washing it and I'd have the doors open or whatever, cleaning or whatever. Boom, boom, boom. He'd come down and be like, oh, your shit's rattling my pictures on my wall. I just, dude, my car's parked right here, dude. Like, let's go inside. I'll show you. You barely hear it inside. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? But he's one. He would always call the fucking cops. He'd always.
You guys got cops out here?
The sheriffs, because it's unincorporated,
right.
So it's County Riverside.
So the sheriff will come out here and handle that.
Yep. Just like that night that was that shooting out here. The cop had come and pounding on my door like my house is on fire. He came and my located my. Hey, Dad, some dude's pounding on the fucking door out there. What? It was like at 1:30, dude. I grabbed the strap and went to the door, and it was a cop.
I don't know about saying that, but all right.
Well, I told the cop I had it. It was in my house. It was legal. Okay. So I went to the door, and he was asking me about the cameras that I have out front and blah, blah, blah. So, but I hadn't cleaned out the cache on my ADT, so I didn't catch anything driving by or anything.
So what happened?
He just wanted to know if I had any video from...
No, I mean, what was the crime? What was
this kid down the street? He got shot. He got killed.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Right here on the corner, on the street.
Oh, wow. You guys keep it real out here.
Well, shit. Then a couple days later, there was a shooting at the top of the street. And then there was one over there by San Miguel, the restaurant.
Uh-huh.
It was like a street over. There was one like at 11:30 at night over there.
Something went down in Tri-Palms out there?
Tri-Palm has been hot the last couple of days. It was I say hot, that was probably the wrong choice of words. It was a house that burned down, a trailer that burned down, and then...
Oh, yeah, hot means totally something else.
Yeah, right. Well, then they were looking for some dude. I guess it was a high-speed chase, and some dude ran into a house, and had blocks blocked off and wouldn't let anybody out the house or anything like that looking for this cat.
Back in our early 20s, maybe, I don't think it was late teens, but definitely early 20s, we went to a party in Tri-Palms. Through Manny, I don't remember whose party it was or anything, but it was in a garage, dude. And we partied hard in there, and we got, we were drunk. And I remember they set it up to where they had chairs along the walls.
Right.
Like the center was the dance floor, pretty much. And I sat down and I closed my eyes, and I swear to God, dude, it felt like I just blinked. And I just opened my eyes, and everybody was gone. The whole place was empty. I felt like I was in the Twilight Zone.
Oh, shit.
Dude, I got so scared, I ran outside, and everybody was just kicking it outside. I mean, I probably fell out for like an hour.
I probably couldn't hear you hear each other over the snoring.
But speaking of cars, when I first got my Cabriolet, I remember I got this fancy alarm system. And it was supposed to have gotten, like, they were supposed to, when you arm it, it kind of creates a bubble, if you will.
Oh, where you are? You're standing too close. Please step back from the vehicle.
No, it didn't speak. That hadn't come out yet.
Okay.
But if my top was down or if the windows were rolled down.
Okay, yeah.
If you stuck your hand in there without touching anything, it would still sense it.
Right.
But when it was armed, it would make a chirping noise. Beep. Kind of like your alarm system.
Right.
Boop. Just
letting you know that it's working.
Yeah. Boop. So at this point in time, when I was dating my wife at the time. Well, I was always dating my wife. Her sisters lived in this humongous apartment complex.
Okay.
In Bermuda Dunes. And so I would go there all the time. maybe sometimes spend the night.
And cocky, you'd leave the top down.
Yeah. Or even if it was rolled down and the windows, if the top was up and the windows rolled down, you could still hear it faintly.
Right, okay.
Dude, you don't know how many letters I got on my windshield. Can
Really?
you please turn this off? I live right next to it. I'm hearing beeping all night long. Da-da-da. And I was like, oh, yeah, I went back to him. I'm a sucker. I went back and said, hey, is there any way I could disarm the sound? So they rigged it to where I could turn it off and on just with a little toggle switch. Which is probably one of the reasons why I can't believe you can sleep with your alarm, your fire alarm going off.
I just thought it was working. Oh, shit, it's beeping. It's functioning. We need to check all these other ones that are making noise.
So when you have your first pool party,
Yeah?
are you going to have to be concerned with the sheriff being called?
Probably not, dude. Because out here, well, even in town, right, it's till 10 o'clock, right?
No, actually, that's a myth. Well, I should say that's a myth. That's like, how should I say, an unwritten
It's like community
law.
standards.
Exactly. Yeah, there's nothing legally binding about the 10 o'clock hour or 11 o'clock.
Okay.
But neighbors could call at 12 o'clock in the afternoon if you're making too much noise. That is what it is.
But it don't really matter because if that's going on, we're all going to be in the backyard and the gates will be locked. So,
Well, here's the thing that I heard about that. If you, because this is what I was told. If the cops come knocking at your door, open the door.
right?
Acknowledge you got the message. Oh, you party's too loud. We're getting complaints. Yes, sir. No problem. I thank you for stopping by. Hey, would you like a soda? Hey, we barbecue some burgers and how you guys want something to eat? And then when they leave, turn it down while they're there. 10 minutes later, turn it back up. And then they're going to come back if somebody complains again
Right.
and do the same thing again. They threaten you. Well, this is what they're telling me. They'll threaten you. We're going to write you a ticket. We're going to take away the music and you got the equipment. I've heard that line before. And you're going to have to come to the
They can't do
department.
that.
Yeah, exactly. They tell you everything. But again, just say, okay, no problem, officer. He goes, and I was told they'll eventually stop coming. Just because what really can they do?
Right.
Now, with that being said, if you don't open the door and they know pretty much you're not opening the door, they can sit there and say, did you hear somebody scream back there?
Oh, I kick the door in.
Yep. And they can and will do it. Or, let's look at these cars out here. Any of them illegally parked? A little too close to a driveway? Or a little too close to a fire hydrant?
Start towing shit.
Or writing up tickets.
Wow.
So again, they said,
Slimy motherfuckers.
be cool with them. Hey, okay, no problem, officer. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Well, like that night that we were over at Ivan's, right?
Right.
The cops had stopped a couple of times.
Now, were you there when there was an actual cop in the backyard?
Yeah, they let him in. He came coming through the house.
Dude, I had no idea they were back there. Out of the corner of my eye, I see somebody walking very quickly, dressed all in black.
Right.
And I was like, was that a cop? And sure enough, it was. And I don't know what he was doing, why he was in the backyard.
He was looking at the house next door, because it was one of those things where they were trying to figure out where I guess somebody was letting off. There was noise and somebody was letting off firecrackers because you had already turned the music down, and he said that he couldn't hear that music in the front yard, so that you turned yours all the way down again and said, "Oh well, yeah, it's that music that I'm hearing," and they were trying to get those people's attention, I think.
Well, here's the funny thing about that too. When the cop was looking over the fence, and when he finished, he came to like our area to speak to Ivan.
Right.
Ivan being the owner of the house. Well, Rob, Steven, Luis, they kind of like circled the cop. And I'm like, are we going to beat up a cop right now? What's going on? Because that's exactly how it looked, because all of a sudden chests got pushed out.
Right.
Everybody got serious looking at him. And I was like, what's going on? We going to start some trouble? And it kind of was a little awkward. And then to break the ice, Luis said, "Oh, you're not the guy that I hired for all the women? You're not the one that's going to take off your clothes for the girls that are here?" So, we got a good chuckle out of that.
Wow. Well, I remember when he first came in, because the way he ran over to the side of the fence, we're like, fuck that, bullets will start coming this way. We got up and started moving to the other side of the fence. I was like, me and Rob and Sebastian, we were out. We were like, hey, let's move over that way. Shit. Crazy, man. You never know these days, bro. So we started shooting shit over the fence.
I don't even know. Again, I don't even know why they were allowed in the house. That's a no-no.
Because they scary.
That's a no-no.
Yeah. Hey, I'll go open that side gate again for you. You don't need to come through the house. Shit. But I guess you got to be, you know what I mean? On the other hand, I guess at some point you may need them, so you can't be.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Again, that's why you do acknowledge them. You do, hey, thank you for being you.
Well, like that night, that dude was pounding on my day. Hey, man, you guys good? You need some water or anything? Oh, no, but thank you. All right, cool, man. Cool. Stop knocking on my door like that. Like, who knocking on my door like that? The goddamn police. That's what I should have said when I came around that corner. Unfortunately, it was the police. But yeah, we plan on doing something small this weekend, and then once they get everything else, just the immediate family, and then next weekend once they get, because it's next week they finish everything up and all the little details that need to be done and painting and all that stuff. They'll get all that done this next week, and then it's on.
Nice.
And then it's on and on. And I bought me a little alcohol cart.
Okay.
So that I don't have to, because I don't have a bar outside. So I bought a little bar cart so I could put all the whiskey and all the tequilas and all that shit on the bar cart and wheel it out. It'd be nice, dude. It'd be a good little setup.
Nice.
Good little setup. And then we just got to interview one person and let them enjoy something off the cart, and we could write this and let them get in the pool. We can write this whole shit off.
What you mean?
A tax write-off.
How's that?
This is part of business. Yeah, I put the pool in, so when I invite people over to go to an interview or whatever, they can jump in the pool, make some barbecue, have a drink. Just need one.
Laugh. He's not fucking kidding.
I totally believe you. You heard the story about the tax leaks lately that just came out from the IRS?
No, what happened?
25 of the richest Americans paid like zero federal tax.
Holy
Elon
shit.
Musk. What's the Amazon dude?
Bill
Bezos.
Bezos, yeah.
Warren Buffett.
Oh, yeah. I bet you he's never paid taxes, dude.
Dog. And I ain't mad at them because it said they're not doing anything illegal at all.
Right.
They're following the tax code.
It's
But
just
it's
all
scummy.
it's all the stupid loopholes that we've allowed them to have.
Yeah, and one thing I just barely read it, and not that I necessarily didn't understand it. They live on borrowed money, which is a trip. So they don't take a salary.
Okay.
Okay. But they get lenders to let them borrow money.
Correct.
So their payments back to the lender, like the interest that they're paying, which is very little,
Right.
probably because of the amount of money that they're actually borrowing,
Right.
they get to write off the interest. So because it's interest. So because they're not making a salary, they pay themselves they even quoted Steve Jobs. His annual salary was $1. He paid himself $1 per year. That's what.
And everything was under the corporation name.
Everything's under the corporation name. And again, I don't know if Steve Jobs did this, but they're saying what rich people do is they live off of borrowed money because they can't get taxed on it. It's not income. It's a loan. So it's just all kinds of things that they
Wow.
do to
How
work
awesome
the
would it be to
system.
get a couple of hours of time from somebody that does business like that and be like, okay, so how? How does it work?
You know what it is? Also, it's like gambling. You're not going to win big unless you bet big.
Right.
So when you're talking about those kind of dollars, millions, then, I mean, that's how you can get it to work for you.
Right.
You know, what we make.
Are you telling me I'm too poor to make that kind of shit happen?
No, I'm saying that I'm definitely too poor to make that stuff happen.
That's crazy. Well, imagine. Let me say it one more time. Imagine how much they pay their fucking accountant, though. To have somebody that knows those fucking laws and those loopholes so well that people that like Jeff Bezos that make $1 gajillion a minute don't have to pay any federal taxes. Like, how fucking crazy is that?
Yeah.
Like, you got to really know your shit to make that happen.
You know, right off the top, though, when you really think about it, I think they say Bezos pays himself like $80,000 a year, which is like a mid-level executive in the company. So when they say Bezos didn't pay federal taxes, well, Bezos ain't the one making the money. Amazon's making the money.
Right.
So, of course, he's going to pay minimal taxes.
Right.
So now we're talking about, did Amazon
pay taxes?
Pay their fair share of taxes?
It's a very good question.
Which probably they didn't, but, you know.
Yeah, they probably didn't pay anything anywhere near that they should have, right? Have you seen those things on Amazon where it's like what do they call that shit? Like a surprise box?
Oh, a mystery box?
Mystery box?
Never heard of it.
What it is all this shit that was returned or never, it was delivered and returned back or whatever. And it's just a warehouse full of boxes, and they put those boxes inside of another box, and they have different tiers that you could buy, and they just ship you the box. And you get whatever you pay, you know, say $150, $200 for this box, and you get whatever it is they put in that box. And sometimes you get shit that's like, fuck yeah, I came up.
I've never heard of this.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's huge. There's people that go and that'll go and buy pallets of old Amazon shit that people. There's a video of a lady also that goes to like the 99-cent store, like Family Dollar, and goes dumpster diving like on delivery days, and she'll come out of there with like fucking 100 bars of soap and shampoos and all this and food that's still good, but they threw away because it's like a day past, right, or because they got their new shipment and they knew they would throw all that shit away.
Wow.
And she comes out of there with sometimes she comes out of there with like 10, 20 bags of a haul. And she just puts it all in a plastic bag, takes it home and goes through it. And she'll come up with laundry detergent, like dish soap, all kinds of shit, dude.
I used to know a guy that he would buy before, because I think now there's like on Discovery there's a show about it where you buy storage units.
Oh yeah.
This was before that show came out. He was actually doing it.
Okay.
And this guy, he just hustled. I mean, it didn't work to a traditional job.
Right.
He just found his little hustle. And that was one of them. And what he would do is buy it, bring it home, everything that was in it, bring it home. You know, I hate to say this, but he would get the neighborhood crackheads to like spread it out.
Right.
So he could see exactly what everything was. And he would hold a garage sale on the weekends.
And that's how he made his money.
And he'd have these little crackheads working for him.
Wow.
And what he would also do is the ones that collected like food stamps and welfare.
Yeah.
He would go shopping. He would get a cart and go shopping. And I know there are certain things that you can't buy with food stamps and welfare checks and stuff.
Right.
So he wouldn't put those items in his.
Just food items. That's
just the food items that he wanted. He'd go shopping. Whomever he was making this deal with, whoever was on welfare, he'd give that person the cart. That person would pay for it. He'd meet them outside. They'd give him the receipt.
And he gave him about half.
of what the receipt was worth.
Wow.
I mean, these are the type of little hustles he had. He used to crack me up.
That's a great hustle. Like there was a guy that used to do that out here, dude. He'd walk around and like, you know, some people you call it a pimp roll or whatever, and you'd have, you know, your big old roll of like 20s and 50s. And this dude had a fucking roll of food stamps, bro. And he'd walk around with like 2 rolls all the time. Like, because he would, you know, on the first and third, he would wait for people and they would bring him his books and he would buy books from them. And he always had a whole bunch of fucking food stamps. And he'd go and keep his family with fucking great food all month long with this fucking trading out food stamps. He'd buy a book of 50 for 25.
Yeah.
20 sometimes, you know what I mean, depending on the person.
Yeah.
I can't imagine needing drugs that bad to sell food stamps to get them.
You know, like I say, he would have crackheads doing work. Dude, they'd be working around his yard. And the worst part about it, I went to high school with one of them.
No.
Yeah, dude. I was there one day and we looked at each other. He's like, Tony? And I said, his name? And we were like, oh, what's up, man? Because we kind of held the conversation as if I didn't know why he was there or what, you know, what caused him to be working around this guy's house.
Right.
So for about a month, you know, I saw him there. That was Speaking of like little hustles and stuff.
Yeah.
It hasn't happened in a long time. But when you're at the gas station and somebody comes rolling up in a van, hey, I got some speakers you want to... Where do they get these? I mean, it looks legit. I mean, because the stuff's in boxes.
Right.
But...
And then they let you see it.
Right.
Right. And then they turn around and they stand in front of you so you can't see, and they switch the box and they give you the one with rocks in it. You give the money and they drive off and you get home and it's a fucking box of rocks. I know the hustle.
I mean, but when it's not a hustle,
Yeah.
right, where are they getting the speakers from? Off the truck?
Oh, I'm sure it's something they stole. Has to be. Because you're talking about back in the day where there wasn't like
Tracking.
yeah, and major security. Like you throw it in the thing and walk right out the front door and ain't nobody knew.
Right.
Or somebody that was empty in the truck would leave one on the ground outside or threw one in the trash outside, you know what I mean? By mistake. It happens. Throw a whole surround sound system in the trash, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's exactly what I remember them coming around.
Yeah.
I mean, it Cologne too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, remember they used to, those people that used to sell the fake colognes, right?
Yeah.
Hey, man, you like cologne? What do you like? I got this, I got that. God damn, dog. They're trying to spray you with all these, hey, dude, what the fuck are you doing? And then you get it home and it's all like half a bottle of real shit and water. And every cologne looked like Windex. Like, holy shit, bro. What's really going on?
Good old days.
What was your cologne growing up? Besides, everybody wore your car.
That was pretty much it.
Yeah?
Back in junior high, it was Brute 33 by...
dude. Who
by
didn't?
Fabergé, was it? Brute by Fabergé.
Yeah, I think so.
It came in a green bottle.
Yup.
And I specifically remember once, I think I put too much on, and a girl called me out on it, embarrassed me in front of.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. She was like, "What, you take a shower in that stuff?" And I was like, "Oh man,
Why you gotta put me on blast like that, right? Like, bitch.
I think it might have been like an after school dance that was gonna be popping off that day.
Well, and that was like middle school was like your introduction to cologne.
Yeah.
Because it was like, all right, so like after PE, put your cologne on. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna smell if you don't. So put that on. He's fucking walking around smelling like Old Spice. Remember that big old that white bottle?
Yeah. It didn't have a little pop cap on it.
Do you remember Pierre Cardin?
Yeah.
It was a bottle about like this. They said it looked like a mushroom and didn't. It looked like a penis.
I kind of do remember that name.
Pierre Cardin. It was right before Tonight came out, and it was called Sirius.
I don't remember that one.
Tonight.
The song?
Yeah.
DJ Quick?
Mm-hmm. What else was there? Drakkar, Obsession. What was the one that everybody wore that was like, oh, it's for both CK or KC or what the fuck is it? CK for men?
CK for men, yeah. That was popular.
There was the first unisex.
Wasn't there something water?
Cool water? Yeah, Cool Water. But that wasn't until high school.
Or was it Cool Breeze?
Nah, Cool Water.
Cool Water.
Everybody wore fucking Polo.
Yeah.
That was a big one.
Yeah, it came in like a green bottle
También.
with the gold Polo's logo.
Yep. Argyle had one too, a little one, but I think that one was like a light blue. I don't know if you remember that one. And the Infinity, is it Infinity? Is that what it's called?
I don't remember. Don't know.
Was it Infinity? Integrity?
Don't fucking know.
Yeah, it was like Obsession and Eternity. Eternity.
For men?
Yeah. You remember that one?
No. It was. Now that I said it, it actually kind of sounds familiar.
It was square. It was really gold. It almost looked like beer.
You still wear cologne?
I used to, yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I haven't worn it in years.
Very, very little. Like even now, like I bought something the other day, but like I had a bottle. I paid a pretty good chunk of money for it. But fucking Milo comes in and it'll take them. Like, hey, dude, that's not a cheap cologne. Put that shit back, dude. Like that's an expensive ass bottle of cologne. Yeah, dude, but it smells good. Dad, go buy you some.
What was your mode of application?
Each shoulder,
directly
chest.
on the shoulder.
Yeah. On the clothes. Yeah, on the clothes. Yeah. There. You squirt a little on your wrist and maybe whatever's left on your finger behind your ears and then 2 squirts on the back.
Damn. That's too much, kid.
Nah, dude, because by 20 minutes you're like, I don't even smell it no more.
I just remember way back in the day shooting it into the air
and walking
through it. Yeah.
That's the last step.
He's not kidding. I'll sit there and hear, and then that's it.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you smell right.
That's too much.
Nah, but they don't last long on me though.
There's a bit that Fluffy does at the beginning of one of his shows where he goes, I'm big, I gotta do twice everything. Twice the soap, twice the cologne, twice the powder, twice the everything. So it makes sense. Hi.
You ain't that far behind me, Fluffy Jr.
Yeah, I am.
Shoot.
The fuck you mean?
Okay.
I'm smaller than you think I am.
But the Brute by Fabergé, that didn't come in a spray. I remember you pour it and slap it on the back of your neck.
There was another one along those same lines. It was more of a Western name. Tan bottle. Like, I mean, it was
Stetson?
There you go.
Like the hat?
Yeah. Stetson for men. Stetson for men. It was like the fucking Marlboro Man and shit. Going out on the fucking town for the night. And they tell you to put it on like right after you shave. Fuck, that shit would burn like a mother.
Dude, aftershave? Forget about it. Oh, that stuff was the worst.
Yeah. And now, now that everybody's gotten like, oh, your beard, y que esto que el otro, and they did all this shit. Like I learned how to shave with a straight razor.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't scare you?
It did at first. I cut myself. I had a good cut on my face for a little while because I came down, and before I moved over to the next line, I slit it. And I cut my cheek, but it wasn't like super, super sharp. Like I had already like started pulling it off, but I dragged it. So I gave myself a pretty good cut. But other than that, no, it scared me down here.
The Adam's apple, I think I would be scared around there.
It scared me more because I'm fat and I can't really stretch the skin tight enough to get a really like smooth shave on it. So, and you get in a fucking hurry and you drag it. Yeah, I stopped using it. And then I learned how to use a single edge. Have you ever used those?
I don't know what that is.
What it is, it's one of those razors that has the edge on both sides, and you put it in, and it's kind of like a clamshell, clamshell on
okay.
top.
Uh-huh.
I learned how to use one of those. Those work really good, but they fucking irritate the shit out of your skin. But what they do is they come with these kits now that have this oil that you're supposed to put on your skin first. Like, I never knew you're supposed to shave after you took a shower, because the heat softens the hair and all that, opens
The only reason I say it is
follicles.
'cause I've always done it after.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I always did it before. Let's go. You know what I mean? And then wash. Let's go. But then I learned that you're supposed to do it afterwards. And then, so it's a lot easier to shave afterwards, by the way. If you're not doing it, wait till you fucking take a shower and then shave. Where was I going with this? Oh, so you use the oil. You rub the oil on there, and it makes the hair kind of stand up, and it glides the blade. It's really, really easy to shave with it. And then I use the brush.
Oh,
I don't use the gel. And
okay, Grandpa.
Yeah. Well, fuck yeah, dude. It works great.
Is it in a mug?
No. Nah, there's different ones. You could buy the one that it's a soap bar in the mug. But I have just this little tin cup. It's a little tin bowl about that big. And then you buy the paste that comes in a can, and you can use it out of there, or you just get some on the brush while it's wet, and you mix it up and get it all frothy in the little tin, and almost. But I've gotten to the point where I take it out of the, what do you call it? And I just froth it on my face and hang the brush back up. That way, next time I go back, I just moisten the brush and let's go. You know what I mean?
One of my neighbors lived behind me. He came up with a shave bar. It was like it's a round soap.
Right.
So I was buying that for a while, and then I guess he went out of business. I loved it.
Yeah.
But I found another bar that's the way I shave.
Like when you shave, do you just one time down, one time up, and you're done?
I don't go up.
You just
I go down on my cheeks
and
my mustache. My face is down, my neck is up.
Okay. And do you go over it more than once, or do you?
It all depends, but yeah, probably more than once.
So apparently, the way you're supposed to do it, you froth up, right, and you shave all in one direction. You froth back up, shave the opposite way. So first you go down, when you come, then you go back up, and then you froth again, and then you go from face to ear, or nose to ear.
Really?
Yeah, and then you froth up again, and you go ear to nose, and the same same way on the neck, and then you froth up one more time, and you go all over the face one more time, and then you're done.
I think I would be scared to try and go up on my face.
What kind of blades do you use? Is it just like the Mach 3 or some shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually one of those Dollar Shave Club kind of guys.
They don't bother your neck? They don't bother you?
No.
Really?
You get
even Harry's shave or whatever it's called. Harry's
it's the same concept. But it depends on which blade you get, I think.
Yeah, you know what? I have
We actually might be able to get sponsored by Dollar Shave Club.
that would be nice, but we'd have to try it out, because I have such an allergy to metal that it irritates the shit out of me. Like, I tried Harry's, and I do it, but theirs is a 4-blade that they send out, and the 4-blade bothers me. It really marks up my skin, like it irritates the shit out of my skin.
The Dollar Shave Club, they got the 3. They got the one single blade, the double, and then I think it's either 3 or 4.
Okay.
I get the middle one, the double.
Yeah.
I used to get the single. But the double's better, except it's bigger, so it's hard around my nostrils, like trying to get all up in there.
Right.
Not in there, but So,
Well, now that I got you the electric one for your birthday, you should be good, right?
well, no, those are for actual nose hairs.
Oh.
But you know what I do with that, right? Have I told you before?
I'm afraid to ask. Shit.
You notice how I ain't got no nose hairs?
Nah, don't pay attention.
No.
You don't wax, do you?
No.
Okay.
I would. If I could.
Have you ever waxed before? Waxed?
yeah.
Yeah?
I wax now.
What?
My ears?
Oh, on the outsides?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because they could get, wow.
Really?
Oh. Man. Oh. Woo! My ears get jungle. Straight up jungle, kid.
That's crazy. Like,
Oh,
I don't
it's
have
bad.
all that shit on the outside
Okay,
yet.
That's nasty.
It's bad.
I get like just a couple of dark ones coming out the actual like on the lobe on that little nub right there. They
Yeah.
come out, but
No,
nothing
all
like what you're
back,
talking about.
It's bad. But what I originally did was got that Nair.
oh, that's right. You told me about
and I
that.
put it on my ears. And it worked real good.
Does it burn?
No, not really.
No.
No. But it grew back too fast.
Oh, okay.
But I thought, let me get a Q-tip with this Nair and put it in my nose.
No, you didn't.
Wow.
Works perfectly.
Really?
Yeah. Nice.
How do you get it all out? You just blow your nose?
No, I get a fresh Q-tip and just clean it out.
Really?
Wait a couple of minutes. And you should do when you clean it out, or whenever you use it, look at whatever you use to wipe it off. Dude, it's a trip.
I never would have thought about putting Nair up my nose.
I've never used Nair in my life.
Do you know what Nair is? Have you ever seen it? You seen the commercial?
It's just
Hair removal.
oh no. I know it's hair removal, but I've never seen commercial.
Oh yeah. What is it? Girls with short shorts use
Yeah,
Nair.
yeah.
It's an old ass commercial, 70s commercial,
Gotcha.
70s, 80s, I guess.
But yeah, I put it all up in there. I should say all up in there, but
Just like right in the tip, right?
Yeah.
Like you don't really go deep in your nostril. Yeah, I would assume that would be really. Do you try not to breathe while it's in there? Like
I breathe through my mouth.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say that's got to be fucking. Get that shit inside your body. Holy shit. Then you really get cleaned out, Pippin. How long have you done that for?
I've only been doing that for about maybe a year at the most. And it's only like maybe once every month and a half, 2 months. It's, when I do it is when I notice like hair starting to pop out. And I'm like, ooh, it's time.
So you just won't go in there with scissors. You just use it in there.
I've tried scissors. I've tried like what you got me, that little clippers.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
Doesn't work for you. That's because you got fucking baboon hair. Yeah, I don't think I could get anything waxed, dude. I see these pictures of these dudes getting their noses waxed or their fucking.
Well, I wouldn't mind doing it. Like I've seen them where the wax goes in the nose.
Yeah.
And then they stick a Q-tip in it
And then just rip it out.
and then let it dry for a couple of minutes and then just rip it straight out.
That wouldn't bother you?
No, I don't think it would.
Like, have you ever accidentally or on purpose plucked out a hair from your nose?
Dude, your eyes start to water. And
What do you think a whole fucking candlestick of hair is gonna do?
I don't know.
Or do you think like it's just like ripping out one hair is just one level of pain, and whether you rip out one or
Yeah, that's
30, it's
something.
just
Because when I do my ears, dude, that hurts. Like, because I put it on the back of my ears, like all the way down the side,
right.
on both sides. And then I let it dry for a little bit. And then I start from the bottom to rip up, because you're supposed to rip away.
Opposite way of the hair, right?
And if I'm smart, I'll do it in sections. To where it's like a little section, rip it off, little section, rip it off. But sometimes the sections, they'll meet.
Oh, okay.
So when you're ripping off the whole section, it's like your whole ear, that burns. And then you look at it and you see all these little hairs sticking out of
See
it.
the fucking caterpillar you ripped
Dude,
off your
and
ear?
then when you really think about it, the way it looks on my wax is the way it looked
On your ear?
my ear. But actually, that's like what got ripped out of my ear. Because the wax is whatever was showing is embedded in the wax, so you don't really see that.
Right.
So you've seen all these little hairs.
That's
It's a
crazy.
trip.
What about you? Do you ever use those, what are they, Biore? For your nose? You get all the little blackheads out?
No.
Because I get little hairs growing
Oh, like
on
the strips?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I don't do that.
They wrap almost like from here down and out like that, and you get them wet, and it's like a little cast on your nose. It's like cast paper almost. You put it on there and it gets hard. You let it sit there for a minute, and then you fucking rip it off, and then you turn it inside out, and it's just all these little fucking hairs sticking out of the.
Have you ever had
paper.
a facial?
No.
Back in the day, I had a buddy whose mom was a teacher at
One of the beauty schools.
one of the beauty schools, Champion, I believe it was called, in Palm Springs.
Okay.
So she talked us into getting facials, like haircuts, stuff like that. And so what she was telling me was, "Oh, we're gonna clean up all your blackheads. Oh, we're gonna massage you. We're gonna do all these things." I was like, "Cool." I was going out. It was like a Saturday, and I was going out to the club that night.
Shit made me look pretty. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. Well, she didn't tell me that for at least 2 days my face was gonna look fucked up because they pop all kinds of pimples and
Oh shit.
and they really dig in there and get all the. So you got all these red dots all. Man, how are you gonna go to a club looking like that?
Looking like you just got over the fucking mumps and shit. Fucked you up.
She did me wrong.
Have you ever thought about doing a facial? Anything like that?
No.
Mom never tried to get you to go do your toesies?
She didn't do shit.
Fuck, dude.
I think that's maybe what started me getting manicures.
Was the facial or your
That
friend's
whole
mom?
beauty regimen for the day.
That whole being pampered thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
that seems like you.
Because again, they did my hair right, decent enough at least,
Right?
and it was like $5 because they're students,
Right.
and so the whole regimen was like $30 if I remember right, something along those lines.
Wow.
And they did my nails. They didn't do my feet, just my nails, haircut, facial, and then like the massage, and like the facial included like the hot towel, all that stuff. And I was like, wow, that's nice.
And now you sit down to pee at night.
And it
That's
comes
what he's
full
devolved to.
circle.
I'm just, I see the dots. I'm just connecting them for you, bro, just in case you didn't see. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't think I've never done. I got in a hot towel when I go and get it, and they, because they shave the side of the head and down through the around on the underside
heard
of the
that
skin and
once,
all that
and-
shit. Yeah,
It's all right.
Well, Sport Clips, I think it's called.
Right.
The haircut place. Dude, they hook you with a hot towel. They do it right. I've gotten my haircut there once, and it was great.
and then your old lady found out, so you're not fucking going back
not
there
at all.
again.
I went back there like at 5:50 one evening,
Yeah.
and they wouldn't take me, and they closed at 6.
Well, yeah. You can't cut your hair and do your whole frou-frou bullshit in 10 minutes.
No, it's because he's mad dark.
5:50, dude. You 5:50. You're still open. Are you not going to serve people dinner if your restaurant closes at 10 and they come walking in 9:45?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah.
Well, your question was, would I not serve somebody if they came in at 9:45?
And you open till 10.
Yeah. Hey, you guys can get drinks. If you want something to go, you better put it in now because we close in 15 minutes. Sorry. Your choice that you decided to
Wait,
open.
what did you say now?
We've been open all motherfucking
Okay,
day.
I understand that. What did you say?
Your choice to come in at
And-
9:45
Okay, but I could get something to eat.
to go. Yeah.
Okay, but you're still going to serve me.
I know. We'll put it in a bag for you. You
Okay,
can take it out
cool.
when you get home.
All right, I understand.
Okay.
I'm coming in
What
at
do you
45
want?
to get a haircut.
What do you want? Yeah, but it's not, a haircut. There's not like she's gonna follow you out into the fucking parking lot
Then you
like
know
she's
what?
walking to her car.
No, you're wrong.
No, bullshit.
No, you're wrong.
You're wrong. You're wrong
Gentlemen,
for going.
I'm too tired to referee another argument. Can you kiss and make up now? I'm fucking done.
Well, but you're wrong as a person for going in 10 minutes before they close and want to get served.
What if you go in not knowing they close in 10 minutes, thinking you can?
Oh, hey, you know what? We appreciate you coming in and wanted to try us out. Unfortunately, we close in 10 minutes. That's not enough time to get your hair done. But if you like, I can make you an appointment for tomorrow.
So why would you be open till 10?
Well, because if somebody comes in at 9:30 or 9:40, I
Okay.
still have enough time to get it all done. And that
Well,
way
but-
they know
but
that
you
they have to come in at
But you still
9:40.
got people
Hold on,
sitting in there.
He wasn't finished yet.
No, it's all right, go ahead.
Back to 2-on-1. I get it.
Now go ahead.
That's gonna be.
I helped you out fucking earlier. You need to chill out.
It's always gonna be 2-on-1. We just don't know which 2 is gonna be on the one.
Right? But you're right. There may be people sitting there, and those people got there at a time where, okay, well, if I'm done, I can get done. Blah blah blah.
No, kitchen closes at 10.
And. But
Okay.
but it's their choice. They're individual contractors. There's nothing that says that they have to stay open until 10. They can refuse service to anybody. And if you come in at 10 minutes before
That's
closing
not good
time,
business. That is not good business.
that's like somebody calling you like somebody that wasn't scheduled on your schedule, and you planned on being home by 6 o'clock, and they call you and say, "Hey,
No,
I know you normally get off at 6, but you think you can swing by and clean my pool? Cool, thank you. We'll see you in 5 minutes."
No.
Know what?
No,
it's
because his
different.
wife would shut that down.
No, it's just different
How's that different?
because I don't have set hours, so it's not like
Yeah, well, they do. They get off at fucking 10 o'clock.
no,
No,
they
yeah.
don't. No,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
What time is your office closed? What time is your office closed?
The door shuts at 10, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So if you're
But
in
if
there
you're
getting a
inside-
haircut, you can't
Hold on a
leave because the
second.
door shuts
So
at
let me
10.
ask you a
God.
question. Let me ask you a question.
If
Hold
some-
on, no,
if-
my
if
turn.
somebody
No.
if somebody came into my store,
No, forget your store. No,
okay, go.
you're going into the bank on a
can't
Friday
fucking
because
handle it
you
with
need
you
to cash
two.
this check.
Right?
There's a
fucking
line
annoying.
because it's a Friday. Bank closes at 5 o'clock. You get there at 5:50 or 4:50, and there's a line.
Yes.
Do you think you should be allowed to get in that line at 4:50?
Okay, so-
Or,
but-
whoa,
but-
let me finish. What if somebody comes? But if the bank
Don't look
manager
at me. I'm
says,
not gonna fucking
I'm
help
not-
you.
bank
I'm
manager comes and says, "I'm sorry, sir. By the time this line goes down, it's not going to be before 5 o'clock."
but you're not comparing apples to apples. You're comparing apples to oranges. Cashing a check is going to take you lickety split, and I'm out the fucking door. Doing a haircut's going to take. It's a 20-minute process. So if you come in at 10 minutes and I still got
That's why I'm talking
20
about the
minutes,
line.
that's why I got
Hold on,
20
hold
minutes
on,
worth of
he's
people
not
sitting
done.
there. Yeah, stop talking over me, dog. Let's have a little basic respect for each other, right? It's 5:50, bitch. This shit closes down in 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Relax, hold your turn. So okay, so we're already talking like, it's a 20-minute process at least to get your hair done and whatever process you want done. They've already had people that were there, and they know that, fuck, I'm already going to be over with the people that are sitting here. I don't want to take on another person and be here till 9 o'clock at night. Yes, we close at 10, and that should be the time that the last person leaves, not that the time that the person sits in the chair.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, can we?
Can
we finish the bank one first?
Yeah, we did.
No,
because
okay.
you're comparing apples to oranges.
No. Well, okay. Can we talk about this orange first?
Well, which one's the orange?
The bank.
No. I don't like it.
Well, we're going to talk about it.
If you
No,
came,
It's gonna be you two. Wake me the fuck up when you two are
It's
done.
a Friday,
if you
Line's
came
out the
in,
door.
if you came in 10 minutes before in a bank,
okay? And there's a long line.
and you got in line,
No.
and you got in the bank,
Okay.
right? And you got in line, right? Because that's what you do when you get in the bank.
Uh-huh.
That's a different process.
Okay. But that's not the example I gave you.
That is the example. that
No,
you
it's
gave me.
not.
Oh, and the manager came
The
over.
manager,
I was-
as you were about to walk in, and he says, "Sorry, sir, we've got a line. I'm not going to be able to take you today."
you know what? I'm sorry, but I need to get this check cashed, and you're
unfortunately-
open until so and so. So
Exactly.
I'm gonna go get in line.
You're proving my point.
No, but it's not because you're comparing. You're not comparing.
I'm not comparing.
Yes, you're
no.
comparing apples to oranges.
No,
because my process is here's a check. I've signed it. Here's my ID. Here's my account number.
no,
Cash it out.
No.
Bam, bam, bam. Thank you. Have a good night.
Okay. You no.
Yeah.
No.
Well, how does it work at your bank
Because
then?
the way business works. If you're
No,
open,
that's not what I said. How does it work at your bank? That's what you were talking about. Let's talk about that because if they come into my business we close at 6:30. If you come in at 6:25, hey, I want to apply for a loan. Hey, you know what? I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be able to do all that process. We close in about 10 minutes. And I'm not going to be able to have time to get all that done. But we open tomorrow at 11 o'clock. I'd be more than happy to take care of you that way. You can always apply online or you can apply by phone till 8 p.m. Here you go. Thank you very much. So now, your question, if you go to a bank and you're there before they close, they're going to take you because the process is lickety split.
Not
if you go go somewhere
no, you're wrong.
don't interrupt me. I didn't interrupt you. If you go to
I don't like the new format.
because you don't like the answer. I got it.
No, it's not. It's not that I don't like the answer, but you're still. If the teller, according to you, at 5 o'clock, that teller is supposed to be off. Clock out, go home.
But
that's
but
what you're saying.
But what I'm saying is that you're comparing apples to oranges because they're different processes.
No.
Hold on, if the bank teller takes you after 5 o'clock, within a couple of minutes, he's cashed your check and you're on your way. That's a different process. Okay. Not to mention, they get paid by the hour to be there. And if the bank manager says to stay open and do that, then you do that. As a haircut person, you are your own contractor. So you decide, hold on. And yes, it says 6 o'clock that they're open till then. But you know, as a person and not a shitbag that's going to walk in there 10 minutes before they close, hey, I need a quick haircut. I don't care how many people you got standing in line. It's common courtesy not to do shit like that. Just like walking into a fucking, oh, you guys are going to close in 10 minutes? Yeah. All right, cool. We'll go somewhere else. Not, hey, well, fuck it. You got 10 minutes. Let me order. That's a douchebag move, right? Right?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think that's a douchebag move?
No.
This is the same guy that wanted to take a bell into a restaurant. You're fucking forgetting this.
Can I speak now?
Okay.
You just said, as far as the bank teller is concerned, I don't want to talk about the restaurant. I don't want to talk about the barber. I want to talk about the bank.
Okay.
You
This
just
is a
said.
strange hill to die on.
You just said, if the bank manager says, yes, you can take these people after 5 o'clock, then they should serve you. That's what you just said.
Yeah.
And what I said was, no, the bank manager actually told you as you were about to walk in, I'm sorry, sir, we've got enough people in this line that's going to keep us here after 5 already. So we're not going to be able to take any more people.
The problem is that the bank that you're talking about is in fantasy land, because a bank manager would never come and tell you, hey, I'm sorry, we close in 10 minutes. We got a 15-minute line. You can't come in.
Okay. No, that's the exact point I'm trying to make.
It's the same as being at Walmart.
That's just like saying,
it's the same as
I'm
being
sorry,
at Walmart or wherever, and there's 4 people in line, and the manager's standing at the back of the line telling you can't get in that line because that guy's got to go to lunch.
20 minutes,
it's the same thing.
So that 5 minutes
right.
I have to go over, I'm not going to be able to accommodate you.
Yeah, absolutely. Because they're contractors, they're not employees. They decide.
Who said they're contractors?
Because that's what they are. They all pay
Not
for
necessarily.
they pay for their spots.
Not in a place like that.
How do you know?
How do you know?
Because I used to date somebody that worked at a place
At
like
Sports
that.
Clips?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Mentiras, sucio.
Serio pelo, güey, in Arizona. What, cabrón, eh?
I understand the contractors renting the chairs. I don't necessarily think Sports Clips is this way.
He just fucking told you that it is.
He didn't date nobody at Sports Clips. He dated somebody at
You remember Tanya?
El Mundo Haircuts.
Oh shit! I didn't know that. Been a long time.
Man, come on,
Bro. Come on. How many times have you had somebody call you like right before you were get off to go do something and you weren't able to do it?
I understand your concept. I understand what you're trying to say.
You're also not answering the question.
But you're not understanding. The fact still remains. It's the same thing. You're telling me it's okay for a bank teller to stay 5 minutes over, but it's not okay for a hairstylist to stay 5 minutes over.
Because it's not the same thing.
It is. We're talking about the time.
Right, because because you says, oh well, if I go in there and then they still have people, and they're going to close in 10 minutes.
We're talking about the barber now.
That's what you said.
They ain't got people. No, they don't have nobody. I walked in there was a girl sitting there by herself.
Well, you can't change the fucking story midstream,
I never
fucker.
said there was
Bullshit.
people
Don't
there.
make me fucking pause this, rewind it, and start recording again.
You're gonna feel
because you're full of shit.
I never said there was anybody in there. I said I walked
All
in.
right, Sebastian hasn't been on anybody's side. He hasn't chimed in about it.
And I'm not going to.
Do you
I'm not going
remember
to help
what he
you.
said?
I'm not
asking for help. I'm just
Yeah,
asking
you
you
are.
to set the shit straight.
In essence, you're asking me to help you, and I refuse.
Seabass.
In one of your...
Nobody
'Cause he
walked
knows
into
I'm
your
right.
place of establishment 10 minutes before you close and asked you to make them something?
One more time?
No one's ever walked into your establishment at 10 minutes before you close and asked you to ask.
Yeah, I'm annoyed because it happens all the time.
But do you do it?
I fucking have to. I get paid to.
Thank you.
Not the same. You're not comparing apples to oranges.
Oh my
or you're comparing
gosh.
apples to oranges. A restaurant's different than a haircut place. Not every haircut place is going to stay open for you. Unless the dude's like, fuck, dude,
Well,
I really got to get that bill paid.
I understand.
Hey, I let you talk.
No.
There's no more talking over me. You can hold your. Tranquilate. Unless the dude's like, fuck, I got to get this bill paid. I could use the extra fucking $10 numbnuts is going to pay me. I'm going to go ahead and stay.
Right.
No, because Tony tips, so it's like 15.
$15 this dude's going to pay. I got to make my chair rent, whatever, right? It's up to the barber because they're private contractors. Now, there's plenty of places that you go and they're getting ready to close in 10 minutes. You want to come in? I'm sorry, we close in 10 minutes. We're not going to have time to get that done. You'll have to come back tomorrow. And I think a haircut place is one of those places because not everybody's going to take you. Now, if you went to the barber because you have expectations, because you've tipped them at Christmas, and you hope that because you got there at 10 minutes before closing that he'll stay and do your hair, that might be different. Because I know how you like to do that.
Right.
Tip with expectation.
Now, with that being said, all that long-windedness that you just put on display.
Uh-huh.
What I said, my original statement, man, you never even let me finish. I
because it
walked
was
in
asinine.
there. I walked in there 15 minutes before they closed.
Oh, now it's 15 fucking minutes. This guy's
10
changing
minutes,
everything.
whatever it is. Okay, I walked in there. Hey, looking to get a haircut? Oh, I'm sorry. We're gonna close in 15 minutes. Can't take you.
Is it 15 or 10?
10 minutes. We're gonna close in 10 minutes. Sorry,
Okay.
can't take you. Okay, no problem. Even though you're open until 6 and it's 5:50, you don't want to take me, no problem. I walked out. Okay?
So then why are we having this discussion if you left?
Well, because you started rambling on how I was so wrong to do that.
Yeah,
and
you
what I
are.
was trying to tell you was because of the fact that they didn't take me,
You'll never go
I
back.
never went back. That's all I'm saying. Hey, I was there before you guys closed. If you don't want to take me, that's your prerogative. But I'll just choose to spend my money elsewhere in the future. See what happens when you choose to do business like Mingo? You lost business.
Hey, well, you know what? My sign is on the door all day long. And if you choose to come like right before or right
Well,
after,
maybe your sign should
there's
say,
there's
hey,
people
no,
that come to the door right now like we open like the sign is fucking there.
What does
And
the sign say?
they come shaking
What
the
does
door
this-
like
what
at
does the
10
sign
fucking
say?
45.
What does the sign say?
What do you mean? What does it say?
What does it say? You just said
open,
sign.
open at 10, close at 6:30
Okay, perfect.
or at 11.
Okay, perfect. Now, maybe your sign should say open until 9 o'clock for loans, open until 10 o'clock for payments. How about something like that?
No, I'm not working till 10 o'clock.
Or whatever times you close.
Okay.
Because then you would say, okay, you read the sign, right? You want to do a loan. Loans ended at 6 at whatever, an hour ago.
Well, because here's the thing.
No, I'm not done. Actually, I'm not done.
Okay, go ahead.
I have, what is it, a stick? What is when somebody has something that they're speaking?
I'm not helping nobody.
Okay.
What?
Fuck off. Again, what time does your office close?
6:30.
Okay, 6:30. Open until 5:30 for new applications. Open until 6:30 for payments. Wouldn't that solve the whole thing?
No.
Oh, how about this? Open if Sports Clips closes at 6. Last walk in at 5:30.
That's what they should do.
Exactly.
But the reason why they don't is because business dictates business. So
Apparently it doesn't, because my business did not dictate them.
well, maybe they were already fucking busy and she made her money for the
There was
day. If you'd
nobody
stop
there.
talking over me, you'd know. Well, maybe she already made all her money already before you got there. That's all I'm saying. Like if it was a fucking dead day and somebody walked in and said, "Hey, man, I need to do a loan." Fuck. All right, cool. You got all your shit. Cool. Let's get it done. All right, cool. There you go. Get out. It's different. Business dictates business. How you run your business. The decisions you make in business. Right?
Yeah, I get
So again, if she maybe made all her money already for the day, she didn't need your money. Or she had something important to go to. Like maybe her kid was graduating. Or maybe she had a hot date.
Oh, hey,
Maybe she had to go get her shit done. Like,
again, I'm not complaining about that. I'll just go take my business elsewhere. But the fact still remains.
the question remains is
if they're
why didn't
open
you go to
until
the guy
6,
that you
if they're
tipped?
open until 6, they should be taking in customers until 6. Just like if the bank is open until 5, if you can get into the bank by 5, you should be able to get helped. You should be served.
Are you done?
Yes.
No. You're wrong. I don't like it.
We'll see what the fans say.
Hey, if you want to chime in on it, you can go to our Instagram at
We all know what they said about the kid with the Mexican flag.
that I was right.
Oh,
What was
my
what's the
goodness.
Instagram?
You should know this. It's Madhouse
Obviously I don't, or I
Sideshow.
wouldn't have fucking asked
Okay,
you.
well you should. It's at Madhouse Sideshow.
That's for the Instagram, or you can email us directly at capital C for contact at thesideshow.co. And now you can email us and we'll see what everybody has to say about how wrong you are.
I wasn't wrong about the Mexican kid. That's for sure.
Hell yeah, you were. Poor little kid just trying to have a little bit of pride just because, you don't have any Puerto Rican pride.
Hey,
That's
if he had that much pride, he should have went to school in Mexico,
holy shit, Tony.
because that flag would have been flying in the front.
We don't
front
agree
of
with the
school.
shit that comes out of Tony's face. So, holy shit, Tony. You're going to start a shitstorm. That's all right, though. We got this. Sebastian,
What?
what's going on with you?
I'm annoyed.
Why?
You two bickering like bitches. Call it bitch bickering. Call it bitchering.
It's only because Tony doesn't put the seat up. He just sits down.
It's only because you like to argue.
I don't like to argue.
Bullshit, you sat here for 20 minutes and did that shit. Happily.
Nah, I'm just trying to make him understand. He's a little thick sometimes.
Yeah, he's thick-headed. He's not going to understand. Leave it alone.
Do you argue like that with your old lady?
We
They're
hardly
still
ever
married.
argue.
Oh, that's right, huh?
It's
You just let her have her way and live happy?
I wouldn't put it that way. I kind of think if she feels that strongly about something, then there's no point in me arguing about it.
So
And vice versa. If I feel that strongly about something, there's no point in arguing about it.
So would you say that you choose your battles wisely? For the most part? Or have learned to?
I wouldn't put it that way either, because I think the things that she feels that strongly about, I don't have an opinion on, neither here nor there.
Right?
And the things that I feel that strongly about, it wouldn't really matter to her. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but again, it's very rare that we'll argue about something.
Fair enough. What was the last thing you guys argued about? You.
What was the last thing we argued about? I'll have to get back to you on that one. I think one of the last things we argued about, and this is, I'm going to say, a couple years ago,
Wow.
was I wanted my son to do something for me, like drive somewhere. Let's say, can you go take this to your aunt's house for me? And he he didn't want to do it, and she kind of took his side. And it was one of those things that you don't work. We give you everything you want. You've got a car. You've got this. You've got that.
Just take care of this for me.
Yeah. And it's like, what's the big deal? And in other words, I took it as my
disrespect
to my wife. No, to my wife. You spoil him that much that I'm asking him to do something, and you're taking his side. Like, why should he have to do it?
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't that. It was just that he had a lot of running around to do, which I didn't know. And for him to go do that would have taken him out of his schedule for what he was doing.
Got you.
Which I didn't know about. But we got into it a little bit over that. But like I said, that was a while ago.
Because I got to tell you, for you guys being together as long as you have, like that night at the party, you guys showed so much affection to each other. Like I almost threw up. That's as lovingly as I could say it. Like seriously, like you know what I mean? Like you guys said, like it was cool though, because I've known you guys for both for so long, right? But you guys are sitting there like you seemed a little uncomfortable with dancing and being all that close because all the guys were there, so you figured they were gonna jab you. But I mean, you know, you guys show a lot of affection towards each other, even after so long, and it's like, wow, like they really do like each other.
Well, you know, in all actuality.
It's a game you play in front of everybody?
The reason why it wasn't that I was uncomfortable. I was there working.
You didn't get paid. You weren't working. I'm just kidding.
But I was working.
Right.
So my mind is not present with her.
Right.
My mind is over here. And I know what's going on as far as like how much time we got left.
Right.
So I'm like,
I gotta get back.
I gotta go back. And it's like,
right.
That's why. That's why I looked uncomfortable.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but you guys still like there's still a lot of affection there, dude. I'm glad to see that the two of you have that, and that you know we could be around to see that. Like that's really kind of cool. You know what I mean? Because I didn't get that with mine, and
I don't get it with my dad.
Yes, I tried to get you to go up there to dance with me, but you wouldn't. I told him, hey, let's play just the two of us.
It wasn't you. It was his wife that wanted me to go up there, not you.
Yeah, that's true.
We have admittance.
And I tried to get you to go up there because, well, I didn't want to be alone out there.
Exactly. There it is. I'm your fucking crutch.
I'm your crutch. What are you talking about?
I sat there perfectly on my own.
And it's funny, when my daughter had went out of town. That's why she wasn't there. She came back the next morning, so we were talking about the party and stuff. And it's just funny how sometimes, like my wife said, oh, your dad and I, we danced and da-da-da. And, you know, they give you that little, yeah, exactly.
Gross. I don't want to hear that. That's gross.
You know, it's one of those things that, you know, I'll say certain things. For example, if I think I said this before, if we're waiting in the car for something, I'll turn back to the kids and say, hey, why don't you guys get out? And, you know, I'm gonna make out with your mom for a little while. And they're like, ah.
So wrong. Grossing your poor kids out. Mom and dad used to do that shit all the time. My dad used to play around that he needed to use a pill, and so he'd have his little bottle and he'd say something to my mom, and he'd take his little bottle and he'd shake it at her. Hey, and he'd shake the little bottle. Ha, cállate. Fucking hilarious, dude. All the time doing that shit. Too fucking funny. Sebastian, any final words?
No, I'm good.
You're good? You're solid?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Any final words, Tony?
I don't know if we should be talking about this on air right now, but there's going to be some schedule changes in the next couple of weeks.
You got schedule changes? What's going on?
I'm going to go visit my son. He's turning 21 in 2 weeks. That's going to take up a whole week.
Oh, so you'll be gone for a week?
Yeah.
All right.
Not next week. The week
following
after.
week?
Yeah.
Okay.
After Father's Day.
Okay.
So we'll discuss that afterwards.
Let me ask you a question. Do you give your children hints as to what to get you for Father's Day? Or your wife?
Here we fucking go.
What?
For Father's Day?
Yeah. Or for a birthday or for Christmas?
No, remember he just sits around on Father's Day.
Oh, that's right. Honestly, the only gift you asked for?
No, it's just one of the gifts I get.
Oh, okay.
No, well, I've never told my. I shouldn't say that either. For Father's Day, I've never told my kids what I wanted or even hinted. But I've told you before, like Christmas, especially with my wife. I'll just go ahead and buy my stuff, and this is what I want. Wrap it up, and we'll put it under the tree. Father's Day gift this year, I already got it.
What'd you get?
You saw it at the party.
Oh, the lights?
Yeah. So
Nice.
I mean, that was already, it was one of those things. That's what I wanted, and that party happened to be coming up, so I was like, let me get it now.
And that's perfect timing. So that way you can come and do it here when you know what I mean? right on top of the waterfall. Should be perfect.
But yeah, so
he keeps fucking sidestepping me on that shit.
so I already got my Father's Day gift.
Okay.
As far as an actual gift.
Okay. What about your kid? You don't like, do they ask you, Dad, what do you want for Father's Day?
No, but they know they'll give me like gift cards to McDonald's or Upper Crust Pizza.
Okay.
Stuff like that. And once in a while they'll give me something that
would it be bad if you like forwarded them like shit from Amazon? Like
they actually prefer that.
Really?
That makes it a lot easier for them.
Perfect. I'm a good dad then.
But again, the one thing that is a unwritten requirement is the card.
Is what?
A card.
A card? Oh, they have to give you at least a card?
Card, yeah.
Okay.
We don't need the gift. Just give me a card. And that shows that you actually went to the store, thought about it, and got it.
Right. I'd be cool with that.
Just a card?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, because I mean, I buy all my own shit. Like, I buy all my own shit anyways. You know what I mean? But I send out, hey, how about this? Hey, Father's Day is coming up. And I know somebody might like this shit. You know what I mean?
I feel bad because my mom, birthday, Father's Day, Christmas, she always asks, what do I want? And I don't know what to tell her because I really don't want her to spend the money.
Right.
And if there is something that I want, it's going to be pricey.
Right.
So I'd rather her not spend the money. So every time she's asked, like she's asked my wife, what do I want for Father's Day? And it's like when it comes to her, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's so inexpensive that I would want.
Right.
And not to say that she wouldn't buy me something, but I don't want her to spend $200-$300. I mean,
right.
It's like, come on.
Yeah, because you're at that point where you can get it for yourself.
Yeah.
You don't need anybody to buy it.
And like, for example, what I got for Father's Day, I know the budget.
Right.
And I know right now we had it. So, yeah, let me get this. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I because this year I sent both the items that I sent were under 30. And he came out and he says, "Oh, that looks cool."
Yeah, go ahead, tell him.
He said, that looks really cool. He said, "Was there anything else?" I said, "Oh, well, there was." He said, "Only $30 or only $25." I was like, "Yeah." I said, "Well, I saw this other one that was on there." I said, "But shit, that was 60." I said, "But that one's cool."
So guess what little son did? He went and looked for the one that was more expensive and fucking bought it right then and there next to him on the couch. You want to tell him that part?
Yeah, I was getting there, but Jesus Christ, Thunder. Somebody wants a little applause. Hey,
And a
good
fucking
kid.
hug.
Wait a minute.
What?
You already gave it to him?
No, I bought it. It's on its way.
Yeah, he just sat down next to me on the couch, and because I showed him, I said, "Oh yeah, there's a like a black one, or like a black chrome." I said, "Check it out," and he looked at it. "Oh yeah, it looks much better. That'll go better with what you got there." And he's "I'll just get that one." So are you sure? Like, he's like, "Yeah, I got it." All right, cool. Thank you. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? Like,
Nice.
my good son. My other one didn't even look at the pictures that I sent. Probably get nothing.
Remember that shit.
Yeah, I'll probably get
Remember
nothing.
it.
Dude, you act like I treat you so bad. Get out of here.
You do.
I hug you all the time.
Tell me about these bruises then. I'm just kidding. There's no bruises anywhere. It was a
damn it.
joke.
I built you a pool in the backyard.
Yeah.
You were the first one to jump in
Built
it. Yeah, I built it with my money. You were the first one to jump in it. You got to test it out.
Mm-hmm.
It was great, right?
Yep. I don't want it anymore though. Can you get rid of it?
I'll fucking go cut that motherfucker right now. I was just wondering because, like, I remember always asking my dad, "Oh, no, mijo, no quiero nada. Don't worry about it. I don't want nothing. Just save your money."
Yeah, as in regards to my mom, my kids, yeah, that's pretty much what I say.
Yeah.
I mean, even in general, it's honestly, it's one of those things that I'll get. If I want something that bad, I'll get it.
Just get it for yourself. Yeah. I just want a little love. Just give me some love. Just show me some. Just show me some love and admiration.
That's what I have to ask for.
Yeah. Well, the drawbridge is even.
Rob's gonna love this episode.
Yeah, right. He's gonna be like, "Yeah, get him, Sebastian." Whatever. All right. Any final words?
Nah, I'm good for the second time.
Thank you for my Father's Day gift, even though it's
no
not Father's
problem.
Day yet. But thank you. I appreciate you doing that. Any
No, I'm
final
good.
words?
No, I'm good.
You good? All right. All right, everybody. Love you. Thank you. See you guys in a couple of days.